All right, everyone. So this is our weekly food pantry haul, and we'll just jump right into it. So we got some more produce this week. We got some bananas, we got some onions, and they had corn on the cob this week, which was very convenient because for tonight's supper, I'm gonna put some pork chops on the grill and I was gonna make some corn on the cob, but I was gonna go to Piggly Wiggly to get some, but they had some at the pantry, so I didn't have to do that. Got some lettuce. I did end up going to Piggly Wiggly anyway to get some tomato and cucumber for a salad. So got lettuce. I already showed you the onions. I feel like I'm missing one more other piece of produce though. Maybe not. So, well, we got 2 bone-in pork chops. And for canned goods, we got cream of chicken. We got tomato soup. We got pure pumpkin. And a whole kernel corn, can of whole kernel corn. We got some Pop Secret popcorn, super moist devil's food cake, frosted mini wheats, which I chose for Glenn because he likes to eat those. We got a little cake. We got 2 small bags of Cheetos Puffs. And we got some LED light bulbs, some laundry soap, and a roll of paper towels. So that is our weekly food pantry haul. Yeah, we got quite a bit of snacky type stuff this one. But that's okay. Can use snacks too. So pretty much have a plan for everything in here. Like I said, the corn on the cob is getting cooked tonight. Onions we use for a lot of meals. So bananas, I do want to do a banana bread, a banana walnut bread in the bread maker. So I'm going to save those bananas for that. I'll probably eat a couple, 1 or 2 maybe. They're pretty good sized bananas. So that, the pork chops will go on the grill on another night. Lettuce is going to be used for a salad. Cream of chicken, we just keep those on stock, as well as tomato soup. Obviously pure pumpkin. Glenn would like to... Glenn wants me to make a certain pumpkin pie for him. Pumpkin pie is not actually one of his favorites, but he did see a recipe where a pumpkin pie and the whipped topping contains Fireball. If you don't know what Fireball is, it's a liquor. It's like a cinnamon liquor. He likes to drink that. But he did find a recipe for a pumpkin pie with Fireball in it. So he wants me to make that for him. If and when I do, obviously I'll be making a separate one for myself because I'm not much for hard liquor. So yeah, lots of snacks there. So everything's good. Lots of blessings from the weekly food pantry again. All right, everyone, so this is our supper for this Thursday night. It's pretty much all a food pantry meal. The pork chops, I pounded them and put them on the grill, and corn on the cob, both came from the food pantry. And Glenn's got some German potato salad, which I don't like, so I just buy a little bit for him. So that is our supper for this Thursday night. Hey, everyone, it is Friday afternoon. And it's a little warm outside, not excruciating heat, but too warm for us. The real feel, I think, is just about 90 degrees. But we were out earlier, and I'm inside right now. Glenn is actually in the trailer, laying down. He wasn't feeling good. I don't know if the heat just got to him automatically this morning, but so yeah. I came in the house, he stayed in the trailer, laid down, just in case he does that, just in case he wants to go back outside. If I'm in the house, he can just get on his scooter and roll back out to the garage. So, well, what you see in front of you is dessert. I'm making a dessert for tonight. It's, we used to call it an Oreo torte, and we used to make it in the big cake pans, but we don't make desserts in that big of stuff anymore. So We already have an Oreo pie crust, so I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that so I don't have to make an Oreo crust. And right now I'm going to start making the filling. So I just got to cut, like, this is my recipe. I've had this in this sleeve for many, many years. Someone I used to work with in insurance gave me the recipe, but I have to cut down some of the ingredients because I'm not making it in a big old cake pan. So, but I want to get it done because we are going to be getting a chicken dinner tonight from a place we used to frequent. I mean, a place we used to go to quite often for our chicken dinners. And we haven't been there in many, many years. Even trying to keep it cheap, because they're not cheap. We used to buy a piece of torte from there, and we used to spend almost $30. So we're going to cut everything in half. And I'm going to make our own dessert. And we're actually just going to get one 4-piece chicken dinner and split it. So that's going to keep the cost down also. But we really just wanted to have this dinner. So that's what we're doing tonight. It's Friday. Like I said, it's Friday. It's almost 2:30 and I want to get this done. I just got out of the shower. But in a little while I'll tell you more about what I did this morning. So let's just get this done. I got one 8-ounce block of cream cheese. It's been out all day. So it's softened. And with that, I'm gonna put 1 cup of powdered sugar, and then I'm gonna mix it till it's creamy. I won't torture you with the sound here. Alright, so got this. I'm gonna just scrape up the bottom, make sure I got all that powdered sugar. So I hope everybody's been doing good, enjoying your summer. We've had some, for the most part, it's not been too bad here. We did have a day last week where we didn't go outside at all because it was so hot and humid. I think the real feel I think it was last Wednesday, or no, I don't know when it was this week. Yeah, it was this week. I forget, we're at the end of the week already. The real feel was over, like, I'm stumbling for words here. The real feel was 104. So, all right, let's get back to this. Okay, so I want to fold in some whipped topping. And I had already opened this one. So I'm just going to use whatever's there. Well, I probably should take my mixer things out because I'm just going to fold this in. These containers, I usually just rinse them out, dry them up, and I let them dry, and then I recycle them. I know a lot of people like to keep that stuff for storing stuff, but I find that you keep it and you keep it, you put it somewhere and you never use it. So I just recycle them and I don't miss them. So, all right. Oh my gosh. We are just not people for warm weather. If it stayed about 65 or 70, we would be probably very happy. 70 for Glenn. 65 for me is good. Alright, so I'm just going to fold in this whipped topping. So yeah, I knew it was going to get a little warm today, so my thought process was there were some things I wanted to get done in the yard, but I wanted to get them done before it got too warm for me because I just roast. I sweat to death when I'm in heat doing something. Well, I do that anyway. I can shovel snow and start sweating. But if you recall when I cut those branches off the trees, I don't know how long ago that was, maybe like 3 weeks ago. I still had some branches there on the ground that I hadn't done anything with. So I wanted to just finish that project. That was a little more work than I anticipated that part to be, because I wanted to keep some of those evergreen branches for another project, and I'll show you what that project is in a little bit. We'll probably go outside and sit when it gets cooler later on. But I wanted to get that done, and we had those storms last Wednesday, and we have a tree on the side of our garage, and the storm just like blew big branches like hovering over the, like almost inside the garage. So I wanted to get that tree trimmed down also, so I cut a bunch of branches off that tree today. These were the projects or chores, whatever you want to call them, that were on my list to get done today. And then the third one was to just pick out a spot along our fence line, dig up some dirt, and throw some seeds, from flower packs in. And I really just been wanting to get that done, and I haven't, and I started that this morning. We have a long fence line, so I didn't get it all done, but I got a small portion. If I do a little bit every morning, then maybe I'll get it, but I'll show you that in a little bit. So I went out, not as early as I should have, but I still went out in time to beat the heat, because where I was cutting those branches down, there was still plenty of shade in the yard, so it was okay there, but I was still hot. And all right, I think that's folded in. Maybe I'm over folding it in. All right, so now we're gonna pour this into the Oreo crumb, or the Oreo crust. So yeah, got all my chores done. I went out, I don't even know, it was before 9 o'clock, and got them all done by 11:30. So when I do that, I feel good about my day. At least I accomplished something, and then I feel better about myself. So okay, let's get this done. Stop yapping away. Ooh. So got those done. I sat by the fan in the garage and cooled off a little bit. Had an iced tea. I did drink some ice water as well, but that went pretty fast. So I was cooling off, and then it was about 11:30 or so. We were hungry. We hadn't eaten any breakfast. I just got to work, because I figure if I eat, then I'm going to lose the ambition. So I just went out without eating. So yesterday I went to Piggly Wiggly, and I bought these frozen tamales. I did not make them. I bought them in the frozen section, and I figured we'll have that for lunch today. So I came in and warmed them up. As I was warming them, they did not have a great smell, almost like a spoiled smell, but they didn't taste spoiled, but they weren't very good. The meat was real dry. But when I came in the house, I kind of started feeling a little sick, sick in my stomach, and I don't know if it was just from the overheated or from the food. I don't know. But Glenn also reminded me, my heart is not used to physical labor work like it used to be. So I have to be mindful of, knowing how much my body can take during the heat and physical work. So all right, got this done. Now we're going to make the pudding and pour that on top. All right, so I got a small box of chocolate pudding in there, and I'm using 1.5 cups of milk. And then I'm just going to pour this over the cream cheese. Okay, so just going to pour this over this. So it says to put Cool Whip on top of this, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to let this set some more, and I'm going to chill it in the refrigerator, and then once it sets a little bit more, it's set pretty good right now, but I'll let it set, and then I'll come back, put the whip topping over it, and then sprinkle some Oreo crumbs over that, and then that'll be that. We don't put like the cookies on top or anything. So, all right, so stay tuned. Not sure what's next. Hey everyone, so it's Friday evening. We finished our chicken dinner and it's still a little warm out. We're gonna go get an ice cream cone. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll show you what kind of cones we get. All right everyone, so we are stopped at a burger joint and they have some pretty good ice cream cones here. This is a small twist, which is vanilla and chocolate twisted together on a cone. So yeah, this is a nice night out, just enjoying some ice cream, and we're gonna go for a ride on a road where we usually go look for wildlife and birding and things like that. And this is actually Glenn's first outing out since last fall. So yeah, he's feeling a little weird to be in the truck. So we're gonna enjoy our ice cream, and then we'll catch up in a little while once we're on our wildlife road. All right everyone, so we're on a road that we used to come to almost every night to watch out for deer and other wildlife. Just so you know, my battery is dying. I forgot to pick up extra batteries before we left, so if I stop recording, you know why.
You're way up there. See what?
Don't see him.
See the shack?
There goes a heron.
See the shack?
Yeah.
About to the right of that. He's just standing still right
Oh,
now.
okay, I see him way back there.
Yeah.
And a blue heron just flew that way.